Hello teachers, this is your instructional technology department. I wanted to cover a few things with you essentially for new users to Google Classroom as we're trying to go to an online delivery system for our students. So real quick, you can see I'm on a school district machine. I'm at my house and I have opened up my district start page. So here I've got sign in with ADFS. You also have sign in with Google. Don't use it. You might be tempted to, it might work, but don't use it. It won't sync correctly with everything else. So we're going to sign in with ADFS, Active Directory File System, in case you're wondering. And you'll get this window, sign in with your organizational account. So basically what this is going to look like is all you need to do is your initials and your number, just like you would with your machine. You honestly just did it to get into your machine in the first place. And then your password. So that's nothing new for you. Because you're off campus, you will have to do this at least once a day when you initially open up your machine. Sign in and boom, you're in. Okay, you should end up at your ClassLink start page. You have your icons and they're ready to go. If you haven't used Classroom before, you may want to stay away from this because you'll have to do a bunch of setup with passwords and what have you, but you've most likely used Drive, so you can go into your Google Drive and then your Waffle access will take you straight to Google Classroom. Oh yeah, let's let the magic happen. Don't click on the X. Hit your Classroom page and here you go. You are ready, okay? So these are the classes that have been apportioned to you and pre-populated in most cases, or they're classes you've created, or they're classes you're a member of. Maybe you were assigned a class by an instructional technology specialist, like Jeff, on your campus. So now you've got all these set up, but if you haven't done this yet, you don't really know where to go or where to start. So you may have some classes, let's say you're teaching math first period, and you may have the same exact class in the first semester you have in the second semester. That'd be great if they're exactly the same students and nobody's moved in because we just stopped populating those in January. So if you had new move-ins or move-outs, et cetera, in January, February, then that's not going to work for you, okay? Because those kids aren't going to show up and they won't be in there. So you may want to create a whole new class, and that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to create or join a class with this plus sign. You have the option to create because you're a teacher. Students only have the option to join because they're students. So we're going to create. So I'm going to create a class, and let's imagine for a moment that this is science 101, second period, 2020. Okay, give it a name all you want. Fill in your section, your subject, and your room numbers to your liking. But you have to do the first line. The rest are optional. Now I'm going to create. As I'm creating, what's going to happen is it's going to create a little header for me like these others that you see on the back. And then the header is going to match essentially the name of the content. Oh, look, there's science looking stuff. There's a beaker and graduated cylinders and what have you. So I can change that if I want to, but you really don't need to. You want to play around with that later. Honestly, that's a different video. Okay, so now everything's all set up and you're ready to go. Communicate with your class here. Say something to your class. This is essentially just a quick announcement is what they call this. This could be a real quick pulse check. This could be a question. This could be, hey, how about enter your name if you're here today. That'd be a great one. Okay, and then you just pull down here a little bit and you click post, and the students now have the option to post comments to it. Well, let's check that. Can the students actually post? So let's see. Go to your settings. These are the settings gear. Anytime you see a gear like that, that's going to be settings. Scroll down. Here's your name. Scroll down a little further. There's my class code. Students stream. What can they do? Students can post and comment. They can only comment. Only teachers can post or comment. Let's leave it at post and comment. We want as much participation from these kids as we can possibly get. You know, you may want to assign them to take a picture of something outside their house or to go somewhere or take a picture of a sample, etc., etc. do something, post something, create something. This would be a great way for students to really, really get interactive with you. So let them do things on the stream. And if you have to, you can mute other kids. And that's, again, a different video. Classwork on the stream, condensed notifications. Condensed notifications just show, hey, do this. Attachments and details, they say, hey, do this, but then they also show a little thumbnail of the document so the kids can see kind of what they're clicking on, and it's a lot easier for them to get in there. So I like that option better. I think you will too. Grading, we're going to skip grading for now and move on. Save those because we did make changes. All right, so now I've got something, and up over here all my students are going to comment, and I'll have a running stream of comments from newest on the top, oldest on the bottom, from any kid that makes a comment down here. So that'll be great. Say hi, whoops, everybody. And there, the student posted. Okay, so there's one class comment ready, and then more and more will come. All right, so now you just got essentially people are here. This is kind of your attendance thing. This is kind of people know what to do, etc., etc., etc. But how do you get people here in the first place? Okay, there's a lot of different options. I think for most people, while it's very time consuming, it will be easier for you to physically add the student if you are brand new to Google Classroom. It will take you some time, again. However, you can just go in here and you can type their names, and one by one they'll come up. There's no Susie Q. How about a Suzanne Q? Let's try her. Okay, so I could have in these students, and I could just click invite, and that would invite them to the classes. So now when the student opens up their classroom, back to the page, it looks like this. They'll see this window of classes, and they'll see an invite from this new class, and then they'll have an accept or decline, just like you or I would, and the class will be ready to go for them. So while it is long and laborious, perhaps it will be very effective. Okay. The other thing you can do is send them the class code, but the class code will have to be dependent upon, and this is your class code, sorry. The class code will be dependent upon them checking their Gmail, which is their district Gmail now, and hitting that code in order to join the actual class. Or you emailing them, hey, the class code is blank, hit the plus and join the class. It may be more effective for you to individually add the students, okay? And that's up to you, but your students know how to do this. If they haven't done it with you, they've done it with other teachers. So they can do it either way. The hardest part is getting the message out there to them to start checking it, but that's coming too. All right, so as I said, yes, you can add the people this way, or you can send the code to the individual students. So you would just take this and you would copy this code and you would send it in an email to all those students. In which case, yeah, you got to type in their names for an email anyway. Let's go to classwork real fast. So let's imagine and pretend we got people in here. Oh, sorry, teachers. If you want to add a teacher on your team or a technology specialist to help you to see your classes, just do that here, and then you can type their names. And you can invite them as well. Okay? Classwork, this is where you're going to post assignments, quizzes, and all sorts of other things. That's in another video. And grades. Your grades will show up over here. They're going to be student names here and subjects and grades along the top. I want to show you real quick, though, another spot where you can get further information, because really that is it for what I'm doing for the stream and the classwork. It's very brief. It's just to get the ball rolling, and really just start communicating with your classes from the stream. Share something with your class. Start communicating. Get them talking, okay? And let's get interacting, and let's create as much normalcy as we possibly can. All right, so now if you want to find more videos and other things, we posted some to our EdTech website, so I want to show you real quickly how you can get there. All right, so I've opened an incognito tab just so it doesn't default to me using the pages all the time. But if I Google search EdTech HEB, the first thing that comes up is this instructional technology page. And here we are, parents, resources, and all sorts of info for you so you can get, whoopsie, wrong one. So you can get to some of the things that you need, okay? All right, so that will be very helpful to you. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to my personal HEB YouTube page. So if you'll just type in my name, actually let's go to YouTube first. Sorry, my mistake. Go in there, YouTube. And nobody signed in, so this isn't anybody's page. But if you start typing in my name, you won't get much. But as you'll scroll down, you'll see, okay, there's that guy. And so you'll see that, and then you'll hit this page here. And then if you'll come through here, you can see all my other videos that show how to interact more with Google Classroom, creating a form, inserting a picture, extracting video from your curriculum, and then uploading it to a form, etc., etc. And hopefully those videos will be helpful to you. You need any other help, please give us a shout out at the help desk at hebisd.edu and we'll give you a hand. Thanks so much and good luck, everybody.